So who really got Donald Trump elected? I'll give you a hint. It wasn't Republicans. It was actually socialists and black people that got Donald Trump elected, believe it or not. Trump didn't win because he was so popular with Republicans. In fact, he was historically unpopular with Republicans. Did you know that he got less total votes than Mitt Romney? Crazy, right? Trump won for one very simple reason, and that was that Hillary Clinton was absolutely reviled by her own voters. So much so that many of them chose not to show up on election day. The reason she's so reviled by her voters isn't because she's a woman or isn't because people are racist or anything like that. The reason she was reviled by her own voters is because they saw her emails. Indisputable proof about how she not only doesn't care about her own voters, because that's unfortunately pretty common in Washington, she's actually actively targeting them in some cases. Pretty evil, right? They saw her emails in 2016 because of a precursor operation to QAnon I like to call Operation Burnback. The name was inspired by the firefighting term, where wildland firefighters out in the forest dig out a line and set a small controlled burn back toward a main fire to stop it by pre-consuming all of its fuel in advance. It was organized by yours truly and staffed by a small but elite group of anonymous IT guys and hackers. The idea was that if we could set a fire on the Democrats' far left flank by showing black people and socialists how evil the Democrats really are, that they would be so disgusted that they wouldn't show up on election day. So we used robots and foreign click farms to flood hyper-targeted sections of social media with salacious email clips from Hillary Clinton and the DNC. And it worked like a charm. Hillary Clinton had a historically low turnout, and Trump managed to win the election, the one that the CIA worked so hard to rig against him. Luckily, the people running the CIA at the time were about as incompetent as it gets. Unfortunately for us, not all the nerds we were working with survived to tell the tale. In fact, one of them was brutally murdered, and the rest of us thought that the brazenness of his demise would have warranted a serious investigation by the local police. But they ended up being super corrupt and just looking the other way. I hear IT guys are not the only people having that problem these days. But I digress. The whole point of this video was to say that socialists and black people are the ones who actually got Donald Trump elected in 2016, not Republicans. And can't say for sure, but I'm betting that when Bernie gets brazenly cheated again in this upcoming primary, that they just might stay home again. Or join Team Q. I actually think they're gonna love Q.